All right. Don't do that.
You were flexing. I'm sorry.
All right. And before we get started, I wanted to give a quick shout out to our WWE 2K23 E-Federation that Jerry and I are a part of, UEW, which stands for Upper Echelon Wrestling. For those unfamiliar, it is a simulation-based, story-driven league where we, as in the UEW like to call the managers, create and submit our superstars to the roster where they will compete in simulated matches. We then also take the role of the created superstars and do promos, talk trash, etc., and the story builds from there. The show, Ascension, is streamed every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern on the UEW Network on Twitch. And we are also heading towards our first premium live event, as we're calling it, Worlds Collide. And it's going to be a great show. We've got a great community going already, and it's growing with each show every week. So come check us out.
Where do you want to go now? You said you had a topic. I was hoping you'd go.
What an awkward pause. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Yeah. I don't know why I like blanked for a second. It's just because it's hard. Okay, when you're reading, it's hard. Okay, so to build from that, to go on from that, smooth segue into my next topic. This Saturday, man, you ready?
SummerSlam, right?
Yes, sir. For those who don't know, or if you missed it in the last episode, I think it was the last episode where we talked about it. Jerry and I are heading to both of our first WWE live events, SummerSlam here in Detroit. It's gonna be a crazy time, and I wanted to know your predictions. I got the match card, right here in front of me. I can go through them, and you give me your predictions on who you think is gonna take the dub.
Oh, okay. If you already have the card up, yeah, why not?
Yeah, hell yeah. So, I mean, in no particular order. I'm assuming this is how it's gonna start, though. The Battle Royale, SummerSlam Battle Royale. I don't even know if you even knew about that happening. No. But in the Battle Royale, there's I'm not even sure how many people are going to be in it. Probably 15, 20. It really hasn't even been announced. All those superstars haven't even been announced. But one competitor is in the Battle Royale, and he's already the favorite to win.
Is it LA Knight?
Guess? With everybody saying
LA Knight.
Yeah. So he is obviously the fan favorite. So, I mean, do I even need to ask you who your pick is for that Battle Royale? If it's not him, then it's just...
No,
they just wasted. They just wasted him.
Yeah, if they're gonna keep dicking him around, almost what is he doing there other than selling them merch?
Right, exactly. And it's just tease after tease after tease. So okay, so yeah, LA Knight next. I already know the answer to this one. Logan Paul versus Ricochet.
Okay, I know who I want to win. I do want Logan to win. I feel like he's had the last 2 losses, 3.
2, 3. There was Seth,
Roman,
and then Roman. I don't know if he's had a match since WrestleMania, has he?
Well, then he lost the Rumble and Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
And he always gets so close.
That's what it was.
It's exciting. Right. So many people hate him, and I'm not denying it. I get it. I'm a fan personally. I understand what's happened with Logan in the past. I like the person that he is now, and he's done a lot to redeem himself. Regardless of any shady shit that's happened, he's a fantastic wrestler. So I'm on that pick. I'm going to pick Logan. Do I think Ricochet is a fan favorite to win? Yes.
Really? I mean,
Logan's a good heel.
I think Logan is a fan favorite.
No, but Logan's a good heel. But I feel like they're trying to push Ricochet. I don't know. I feel like he's becoming an individual, because remember when he always used to come out with Braun? Yeah.
They
haven't been together lately,
anymore. Right.
I think they're trying to push Ricochet a little bit because he's the acrobatic high flyer type.
Oh yeah, this whole match is literally going to be a spot fest, as they call it. It was just going to be crazy stuff happening all over the place the whole match.
So to lock it in, I'm going to go with Logan. I'm both who I want and who I think will.
I'm going with Logan just purely because they've been building it since Royal Rumble. Maybe it wasn't the original plan to have them face off eventually, but from the Royal Rumble when they did their collision and the Money in the Bank and all the spots that they've been doing already together, I'm going with Logan. just because like he hasn't had a win. You know what I mean? And no offense, I mean I like Ricochet, but I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on.
Okay, but before we move on,
Yeah.
say Ricochet does win. Do you think that would even be enough to push him? A win over Logan Paul, like, you know what I mean? Like,
maybe for a mid-card title.
Because people like to put like disdain on Logan Paul. So like a win over Logan Paul, would that do anything for Ricochet's career? I mean, it's a singles match. You know what I mean? Like, it's just them. Like, well, that's already an upgrade to what he's used to.
I'm trying not to think of where it's gonna lead. I'm just trying to think of like what the reason for this match even happening is. And it's literally just to see those two fly and do crazy shit all over the ring, you know? And, I mean, they set up a decent rivalry, but I feel like there hasn't been enough. Well, no, we got like a couple weeks of promos and them talking trash to each other. I'm sorry, Ricochet on the mic is just. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna say.
I hope you see this before Saturday, Ricochet.
I'm not gonna say. I can't say anything because I can't cut a promo to save my life. I haven't even cut a promo for UEW yet. Anyway.
I don't want to brag, but mine was pretty cool.
Slender Man ripoff. That's all I'm gonna say. Next up we got Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler, your two favorite superstars in the entire
fucking Naruto and that other one.
Honestly, I'm going Shayna just because I've heard Ronda is supposed to be leaving. So I think they're trying to set Shayna up as the next Ronda, which I don't even know how big of a deal that really is. But
I'm gonna be honest, I don't care.
Right, exactly. I'm sorry. I don't know why this match is even there.
I do think that Shayna's better on the mic than Ronda sometimes. Like, Shayna comes off a little goofy and like unbelievable, but like I think when she makes like a threat, like she better watch her back. I'm gonna punch you in
the face, like.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I believe Shayna more than Ronda because I feel like Ronda is trying too hard.
The promo that she cut when she was in the rafters at the top, I think I told you this before when we were watching it. Like, I actually like, she did all right. But I'm not
Shayna
the biggest fan of either. But yeah, how did you say Shayna?
Yeah, I'll write out Shayna.
Yeah. All right. Next up, Cody versus Brock.
Cody. If it's not Cody, why did he even come back to WWE?
If it's not Cody, because I forgot what he's calling it. I don't know why he gave it that name that he's a rubber match. It's really I looked it up. It's just a tiebreaker. That's it. Like, he has one victory, Brock has one victory, so the tiebreaker.
Yeah. No, if it's not Cody,
I mean, there's no point. There's no point for this trilogy of matches to happen if they're not gonna go with Cody. So Cody.
I mean, look at Brock's career anyway. Like, what?
He doesn't need to do anything else.
He was already popular just for being a big powerhouse. Then he ruined the Undertaker streak. Like, what more does he need?
Don't get me started. I can't tell you how much he does not deserve that. He did not deserve to be the one to break the streak. But that's a. I don't want to go into that because I got some things to say about that. But it should have been Roman to break the streak anyway. And then to have Roman beat the Undertaker the year after is just like, what? It didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense. I'm sorry. So Cody, nice. Next up, Gunther, Drew McIntyre, Intercontinental Championship.
Okay. I feel like I want Drew to get it because I feel like he's earned it. But like, if Gunther keeps it, man, that makes Gunther like the fucking man though.
Yeah, the only reason why I think. So wait. So your pick, Drew or Gunther? Sorry, I cut you off.
I was kind of like speaking on both, but I think Drew winning would make more sense. I think Gunther could easily make a run at something else and be just fine. I've
seen somewhere, it's not like a hot rumor, but I've seen some like around the socials that he could be getting a push towards like Seth's or to compete for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Okay, so
I could see that.
I'll pick Drew because I think Drew's earned it and I think he needs it.
Yeah, yeah.
And when he's coming out now, like the reaction is like, oh, this guy's like the guy.
Dude, his music, it always gets me like so hype. It gets me so fucking hype. Okay. But See okay. So here's the other side of the coin. I'm going with Gunther. I think he can be the one to. He deserves the longest Intercontinental reign. Honky Tonk Man. Honky Tonk Man is the longest reigning Intercontinental champion. No. Like if somebody's gonna pass, it'd be a waste for him not to pass it now. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's me. That's just me. Like I can understand not wanting Roman to be number one longest reign, but
yeah, but weren't there like those rumors that Drew was gonna leave after?
Yeah, but that was just according to.
Yeah, but then he didn't show up for a while either.
Right.
So they must have did some convincing because I heard that Drew like wasn't really happy with the way his his arc is going or whatever.
Right. I
feel like for him to be here, to come out, get the fans hyped. But you know what? I could be wrong. I mean, what they're doing to LA Knight is also a crime. So
remember this, though. Remember this. Money in the Bank can be cashed in on any title. Not that Damian would, because, well, we're going to talk about that later. Not that Damian would, but it's still a possibility. Money in the Bank can be cashed in. But I have more to say to that when we get to...
Drew wins and then he immediately gets taken.
Trust me, I have something to say about Priest later on. So, okay, Drew for you, Gunther for me, right? Is that what we're...
Yeah, we'll go with that.
With? All right, cool. Triple threat. Asuka versus Bianca Belair, your girl, versus Charlotte.
Bianca.
Really?
No question, Bianca.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a curveball at you. I'm going with Io. I'm going with Miss Money in the Bank. I think she's cashing in at SummerSlam. I think she's cashing in on either.
Okay, but that's such a curveball because that wasn't like an option.
Because you gotta think, like, Bianca and Charlotte, they didn't really build a story. Like, I mean, they are kind of, but I think they're building them more as a tag team. Imagine Bianca and Charlotte tag teaming against Sonya and Chelsea.
Again.
I think that's because they already tag teamed this past Friday, so I think that's kind of where they're heading. I think Io's gonna cash in.
It'd be smart for her too.
That would be, dude. If her
I
music,
feel like
the lights go down, her music pops. Dude, everybody's gonna go
cash
crazy.
Does Rhea have a match?
She does not. She does not. Isn't that crazy? That
I know she just performed on NXT and she was fucking throwing that woman around.
Dude, did you see how Dominic won?
The championship?
At the Great American Bash. I
didn't see this past one. I just saw when he ghosted Shawn Michaels.
So it was, yeah, that was so funny. So Wesley hit his finish. I can't remember what it was called, and he was going for the cover, and of course Rhea pulls him out. Right? Oh no, it was a triple threat, and then I forget who was on the ground. It was like Wes hit his finisher on the dude, and then he was going for the pin. Rhea pulled Wes out. Dominic gets on the top rope, hits his frog splash. 1, 2, 3, boom.
I heard that the reason that the Judgment Day is showing up is because they're actually trying to make NXT a bigger brand.
Yeah,
and they want it to be like picked up by a company.
That's fine. Yeah, I mean, that's fine because I know like neither of us have been really keeping up on NXT, but I love the NXT. Like when I do tune in and I catch the matches, like these guys go crazy.
Because I just saw one. I don't know their names. It was like it was a white guy and a black guy. They just posted the clip.
Yeah.
And that dude fucking went flying.
Dragunov.
Yeah. Yes.
Dude, when he twisted and he like slams his face into the ground, they both face plant.
And then when he jumps from the top rope, it just fucking eats it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And he jumps into Carmelo Hayes' like Cobra. He hits him with a double knee.
Yes, dude. I was like,
dude, that was exciting. That shit actually looked like it hurt. I thought when he did like the face plant, I thought one of them got actually hurt because his face went down.
Well, but what? Just to backtrack one thing is that what I like about the Judgment Day going over there. It literally makes them seem like they are the big bads, kind of like what the NWO did back in the day.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You're just like brand hopping and they just don't care. I love that. So, all right. As far as this match goes, I do want to pick Bianca. If Io comes out
from those three, no. Okay. From those three, you're going Bianca.
Oh, 100%.
If I have to pick from those three, I'm going Asuka. Just because she's still fresh, well, not fresh. She's been champ for a while. I guess she could since Backlash, right? Is that when she won it? Or
I was in the hospital then.
Oh yeah, that's right. So Asuka is my pick for those three, but my actual pick is Io. Okay.
Right.
Which will go crazy. But any Money in the Bank cash in goes crazy.
These women are too hot.
So
They're too hot.
Nah, bro. There's no such thing as too hot, man. There's no such thing. You know. Speaking of Judgment Day, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, World Heavyweight Championship.
Okay.
You forgot about that. I think you forgot about that for a second, huh?
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
I would love nothing more than for Finn to get a belt, and the whole Judgment Day is fucking stacked because you know Priest is gonna cash it in. He might cash it in on Finn. That's my prediction. Okay,
that's 100% my prediction. Yeah,
because you know they've been doing that little like riff thing for a couple weeks now.
Right. They're teasing it.
Okay, so I do think Finn could win. I mean, Seth is gonna be a fan favorite regardless. He's not going anywhere.
No.
So
no.
Yeah, Finn prediction. Easy.
I'm fine with Rollins losing. Like as much as I like Seth Rollins, I'm fine with him losing because he's had a decent run. It's because this is the championship to like be competed all the time, right? So you know it's gonna be just like I think it's because we've grown so accustomed to Roman's reign of him just like not defending it until like the biggest pay-per-view. You know, since we've had a streak of just that, like I'm cool with like going back to how it used to be back when we were like fully tuned in, and I'm seeing the championship change hands like every couple months. So I'm cool with that. I'm cool with Finn winning. I think Priest is gonna cash in though. I think Finn's gonna win. Priest is cashing in 100%. And now the big finale.
Or
family. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Just a thought. What if Finn's about to win, Priest walks out, but that's when Seth just fucking stomps him, and then Seth.
I don't want that. I don't want that because we already had that ending at Money in the Bank.
I don't want that either. But I'm just saying, like, what if it's one of those things where it's like Priest comes out and then Finn loses again, and it's like.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Like, what if they're trying to like build it up for like their next show instead of SummerSlam? I would be right. I'd be pissed.
No, I don't think. I think that championship is changing hands. Who it goes to? I don't know.
All right, let's.
But I think for sure Seth will lose the finale, bro. The final match.
Roman and Jay,
baby. Yes, sir.
It's got to be Jay.
My heart says Jay. My head says Roman, just because
it would be one of those things where it's like, all right, man, like of course it's Roman, but like I don't think I'd be annoyed at all. Like I'd be like, you know, like that guy that was making those videos where it's like Roman Reigns versus King Kong, and then he just does this and Roman's music plays.
Oh, you do? I see, dude. Those memes crack me up every single time.
So
it's like Roman Reigns versus the Avengers.
I think we're gonna get memed, dude. I want Jay just like you, but I think it could be Roman.
Imagine this. Like this would be like the twist of all twists. Priest cashes in on that match. Wouldn't that be something? It'd be such a left field. I know, like it would just throw away the whole story with Judgment Day. It'd be such a left field.
No. I love that more because that's what the first thing I said was imagine the whole Judgment Day being with belts.
Yeah, bro.
So
yeah,
like,
dude. That's my.
I'll take that. If you got the Judgment Day walking around with belts, that would be amazing.
It's like the
I wasn't
perfect,
about
like,
them, but
yeah.
Now I am.
It's the perfect like. Not passing of the torch because it's not like they've been, Roman Reigns ending his career, but it's like from the bloodline to the Judgment Day. Like now they're the it faction,
I'm okay with that. I actually, that's what I hope happens.
I bet you nobody's even thought of that. Not nobody, but I bet you people don't really. Not nobody. I'm sorry. Yeah, but I bet you that like that's definitely not the hot theory. That's not the hot theory that Priest is going to cash in on that match.
Maybe that's a part of the setup with him and Finn going at it. Maybe that's the make us think that. It was all a
distraction. It was all a distraction. Yeah.
He's actually just waiting for that match.
Hey,
dude,
man. Hey.
Imagine when we think it's fucking over, Like Jay loses, we're all like,
no, imagine Jay wins, bro.
oh
Imagine Jay
no,
wins.
don't do that to me.
Celebrate, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, bro.
Then I need
imagine
him.
Jay
I'm
wins,
sorry.
and it's
If Jay
instantly
wins
ruined.
and Damian comes out, I want Jay to just kick the shit out of him. Or, dude, what if it's Judgment Day versus Bloodline?
I'm
Like,
you know,
what
I'm
if like
kinda
Roman
upset we
and
never
Solo
got that.
come out to help Jay versus the like Judgment Day? Like, imagine some crazy
Really?
faction on faction shit.
Even if Jay wins, really?
If
Roman
Damian
back
comes
and
out,
helps him?
because I think, okay, let me map this out real quick. If Jay wins, I think no matter what, there has to be some respect from Roman.
Yeah, because they've already been doing like the tribal like handshake and like, you know what I mean?
And they've been kosher. Obviously, you know, for us, they got to make it a little eccentric, but like, I think there's got to be a respect there. And oop, mouse is on the screen. And I actually could see that Jay wins. He's like, yes, him and Roman have a moment. Here comes fucking Damian. And then Judgment Day starts fucking up. And that's when like Roman and Solo. Dude, I would love to see Paul Heyman just grab somebody's legs and pull him out of the ring.
Like Rhea. It would be like Rhea or Dominic or something.
Yeah, just him
That's
to
like
get involved just for no reason and Jimmy to come back.
I think Jimmy's coming back at SummerSlam 100%. I think that injury is fake. The injury is fake.
Obviously.
Whenever they show him getting in the ambulance and leaving
yeah.
on TV, that's sorry. Don't want to you know, kill the magic with it, but yeah, I mean,
all right. So
I think Jimmy's coming back.
I could see Roman winning. I want Jay, but I'll give it to Roman. But if Damian comes out for Jay, I want to see Judgment Day versus fucking Bloodline.
That would be so sick, bro. That'd be so sick.
Like everybody just follows in line behind Jay. Like Jay's the tribal chief now.
Oh, Jay's the chief. Oh,
that's what I'm thinking. Is like they fall in
behind
line.
Jay. Oh, I like that. Like I met or something else that popped in my head too. One of the Bloodline members defecting to Judgment Day. That for a second it popped in my head. Like imagine, like Roman's dethroned, or not Roman, but like Jimmy. So I don't know, because like if they really are building Judgment Day as like the new, you know, that'd be something. Throw somebody from the Bloodline over there. Why not? Or Paul Heyman turns on everybody.
Dude, he's such a. Imagine he starts carrying fucking like Rhea's belt.
He carries everybody's belt.
Oh, he's just walking around
like Finn's championship, Priest's champion, dude.
He's got to have to like wear one, carry two.
That'd be hilarious. Now, one last thing on SummerSlam, and we can move on. Have you heard like the kind of hot rumor that's kind of building now about a possible surprise appearance?
No.
From the OG tribal chief, the actual head of the Bloodline.
Like The Rock.
You see the eyebrow.
I saw it. Don't worry. We all saw it.
We all saw it.
I was over here thinking, bruh. Don't worry though.
The Rock, bro. Imagine the lights go out or something, or you just hear that fucking dude. I'll go crazy. The whole Ford field would erupt. The whole the Ford field would go crazy.
No, I know, but I meant like you individually will fucking explode on the inside.
Yeah, that's my guy, bro. Say what you will, but that's my guy. But all right, decent prediction. I mean, it's kind of the only prediction that's kind of like actually like hard to guess is the triple threat women's championship. Everything and the 2 world championship. Everything else is kind of predictable to me.
Wait, hold on.
I think
Edge didn't retire yet, right?
No, and he's not on the card.
Yeah, so where the hell is this?
Rhea's not on the card. I'm surprised. I'm surprised Edge isn't involved. I really thought with Cena returning at Money in the Bank, I thought that was going to set up something at SummerSlam. Right? I guess we were wrong, right? We wanted to see Logan and Cena at SummerSlam. Nope. Do I think we'll still get it? Maybe. It could be a Mania match. Too soon to say, but it could be a Mania match because I feel like Cena is becoming the Undertaker of the business, where he competes at Mania. You know what I mean?
He looked a little stiff the last time he was out there.
I know.
He might be on his way out there, buddy.
Oh well, he's got that Peacemaker money now. He's good. Oh, by the way, speaking of Peacemaker, let's move on from SummerSlam. We got our predictions. I think we're good. I think a lot of our predictions, will be correct. But anyway, moving on. What do you think of the Mortal Kombat DLC? Like, what are your actual thoughts on like the pre-order bonuses and stuff?
Okay, so I haven't looked at it. The only thing I saw was that one photo. Just one photo.
No, that's all it is. There's no gameplay. There's no gameplay in it.
Okay.
That's literally the trailer is like just them, like Omni-Man. The camera rises up and it's Omni-Man and this and that. Peacemaker comes in, and then Homelander's the final one to float down.
All right, so let me see what I got here. Is it just those three, or who's this guy on the left?
It's those three. You're probably thinking of on the left. See.
Yeah, but see, that's a normal Mortal Kombat character.
Mortal Kombat. Yeah, right. I'm gonna piss off the Mortal Kombat fans. And the other one on the right is Takeda. That's the one I know.
No, this is the only photo I have.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, to the right of Peacemaker is Takeda. The guy on the left of See, I'm so unfamiliar. I'm so bad with the names.
Okay. As far as the DLC goes, this is pretty nice.
Crazy. That's crazy.
I actually kind of am upset with myself that I didn't play the last Mortal Kombat that had the Terminator in it.
You can, bro. It's literally, dude, it goes on sale on. I know you're probably thinking it's no point in buying it now, right? The new one's about to come out, but dude, it's always on sale for like $10. Like and I think you can get like the premium edition that comes with not all the DLC, but some of the combat packs.
Well,
hey,
this one looks pretty promising. I like that it's like a reboot. I think that's really nice.
Yeah, dude, the animations are so clean, bro.
I'm in. I'll say that. I'm in.
The animations are so clean. Okay. Is that a day one type deal? You getting a day one?
Let me see where my YouTube channel's at.
All right. Fair enough. Yeah, dude, I'm excited for it. The fact that like they were just concept images at first. People were just like, I can't remember. It had to be over a year ago at this point when people started making mock-up photos of Homelander and Omni-Man. Not a year ago, but like maybe half a year. I'll say like 6 months. People have been like leaking Omni-Man and Homelander. I didn't believe it at all. Like, why are they gonna put two of like the strongest beings in pop culture right now in this? You
know who this game needs more than anything?
Dr. Manhattan.
Fucking
I'd be sick.
Oppenheimer. Just his finisher is literally just setting off a
Barbie and Ken. Throwing Barbie and Ken. Why don't you?
I say we still gotta see that though. So don't play.
Yeah, we do. Well, you know what? Yeah. I don't want to talk about it until we see it. But
I can't stop yawning, bro.
I get like that too, bros. Don't worry.
It's
get
just
like
from
that.
talking.
Right. Or just like even just sitting here staring at the screen.
Yeah, with a light on.
The light on, yeah, it's all bad right now. It's all bad.
Well, you know what? Why I brought him up?
Yeah.
I know we kind of did this amongst our friends, but like, what would you now that you've had another week to think about it, how would you feel about Oppenheimer, or how did you feel?
Still a 7 out of 10.
Okay, so like a C.
Yeah. Okay, because I do have a kind of a bone to pick with Oppenheimer, and I think I told this to you, or it could have just been like our other peeps. To me, the thing that I didn't like about Oppenheimer the most was the marketing. The way they marketed this movie was like the next Christopher Nolan epic. Gotta see it in IMAX. To me, this is not an IMAX movie.
No, that was a very
at all. I'm sorry.
About that. I know like our friends say like I don't like dialogue movies, which isn't true. It's just like that one I would hate to have paid even more to see that.
Right. Exactly. No, to me that's not something you go to IMAX for. I'm sorry. And like the thing that you right, because you want to like you want to go to IMAX to see the explosion, right? The Trinity test. Underwhelming to me. The actual Trinity test was so underwhelming.
That's one of the points I wanted to hit on.
the only thing I liked about it was the shockwave blast, like the sound. Really,
No,
that's
that
it.
whole scene of just silence, constant
Yeah.
camera flicks
Oh
or
yeah,
like
I like that.
changes,
I like that. Yeah.
and then when it fucking hits, you're just like,
The
imagine
whole
that movie in
countdown.
4D.
The whole countdown with fucking Josh, the homie Josh Peck. Like, by the way, like small side note, one of like the most unexpected but respected cameos for me personally. I'm like, that was so I did not expect to see Josh of all people in a Christopher Nolan movie. Oh my god, and he's the one that's pressing the fucking button. Crazy. Anyway, yeah, it's don't get me wrong. The performances, the movie as a whole, 7 out of 10. Performances, 10 out of 10. I'll give the actual performances a 10 out of
Okay,
10.
see, now this is something that I wanted to get into now that I've had time to think about it. I've seen like other people's reviews on it. And
Mhm.
like I kind of agree that like I don't feel like as Oppenheimer I sound douchey. Everybody like yeah, you're saying it's a 10 out of 10. Like I don't feel like his performance was anything spectacular. I don't feel like he had specific mannerisms. I felt like that was very like just like, hey,
It's
this guy.
a very stoic performance. Yeah, I will say that. But I'm trying to look at it because it's not like I'm not no history buff. I'm not gonna pretend like I know the whole thing about the Trinity test and the Manhattan Project. But from what I've seen of like how Oppenheimer is as a person, like some videos that like, of course, the iconic "I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." I think he captured it relatively nicely. In my opinion. Um, the nudity scene to me felt so out of place. I mean, I look, let's put our bro cap on. Sure, yeah, like we had our moment, like, oh shit, but like, was it really like needed? I mean, I guess it was needed in the sense to show later on when he's in the boardroom, right? Is that a boardroom or whatever the investigation room, not the hearing,
They
but the
turned it
investigation
into a
room.
fucking
Right, I know, which I kind of like the whole thing with Oppenheimer's wife sitting there, and she's visualizing like he's just thinking about her. Like I appreciate the storytelling there, and he's naked and they're having sex in the middle of the it's fine. I'm fine. Good storytelling, but I don't know. Maybe I definitely do want to rewatch it. It's gonna be a while though before I rewatch it. It's not on my list, so I mean.
that's a movie that if like somebody else had it on and they were already watching it, I'd probably just sit down with them. I
Right,
will not go out
right,
of my
right,
way to
right.
put that on again.
Even if it comes, well, I mean, God forbid we even watch TV anymore. Anybody watching cable out there still? If it were to
Call 'em
come
out.
on cable, or right, all you Xfinity month. No, I'm just
Call them out.
uh, uh, if my mom were to have it on the TV or something, I'll tune in and watch it or whatever.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I don't feel like I don't know if maybe it's just me personally lately. I have a problem seeing some actors like, and I'm not saying like they're typecast, but I feel like you play a specific role and you're good at it. I feel like RDJ wasn't really like a standout performance for me.
Really, really. But you got to remember though, he's not playing a character. He's playing a real person. I feel like that's.
It didn't hit me at all. I was just like,
I mean, I know the way it sounds to me saying it out loud, it probably sounds just like some nonsense. But to me, that makes sense. It's like you're playing a person, so you have to like, I don't know. You can't really you can't really add your own flair to the character because it's not a character; it's a real person. With someone like Tony Stark, you can throw in some RDJ mannerisms and personality, which he did, and that's why it's like one of the greatest castings of all time, in my opinion. So, I think he did good for what it was, for what it is.
I feel like that
But
role could have went to
agree to
anybody
disagree.
else in a way.
Yeah, true. I think they pick RDJ because it's RDJ, right?
He's a good
I feel like
actor.
that's
Like
what
I'm
they
not
did.
shitting on, but like
I mean,
okay, to that point, when I watch like Tropic Thunder,
mm.
I can disbelieve that I'm
Oh
watching
man,
a movie. Or
yeah.
I forgot what's that term though. Like
Immersion, like
something.
being immersed in the movie.
I think it's like something something with like disbelief, like temporary disbelief
Um,
or temporal disbelief. I don't know. Like I can look at that movie, look at RDJ in that movie, and be like, okay, he's playing a character. He plays that character well. I saw that movie with him and Galifianakis. It's like they're traveling. Remember?
Due Date, one of my favorite comedies.
I can watch that movie and remove Iron Man from my brain and focus in on this movie. I was getting like the Tony Stark vibes, and I was kind of like,
really?
That's kind of like, I'm not saying like the little like quips or anything like that, but like
I gotta disagree on that.
That's what I was like seeing. I was just like, this is just kind of like I only see Iron Man when I was watching this, and I'm not saying like he was acting like Iron Man. It's just like I couldn't see him playing that role. I don't even know the fucking guy's name.
Strauss.
See? I was so just like
let's be real. You didn't really care about the movie to begin with. Sorry, but I don't mean to call you out like that. But let's be real.
Did you?
Let's be real. Huh? I wanted to see it, but it's not on like my top.
I was excited to see it for what it was supposed to be. You mentioned the marketing.
I feel like a majority of people went to go see it just because it had that famous name attached to it. That's it. Just the Christopher Nolan fanboys. I can't say nothing. I can't say nothing because I'm one of them. I'm a Christopher Nolan fanboy.
I don't know. It didn't hit me like a Christopher Nolan movie though either.
Right. Exactly.
It didn't have that.
That's the problem. They marketed it as like this big epic next to Christopher Nolan's next movie, you know, and it's just a 3-hour conversation. You know, 3-hour conversation. Because it really, right? Because it always goes back to the well, it wasn't a court, right? I guess according to the person in the hearing, it was just a hearing about Oppenheimer. It always went back to that, right? So, and everything else were, I guess, considered flashbacks.
I'll admit, it's an exciting story that like he's the one that like had like the theory and knew what he did. Like all that is exciting to me. Like I like history. I'm not just a fucking action junkie, but like that movie just didn't do it for me.
Okay. I mean, that's fair because a lot of people, you're not alone. Let me tell you that right now. You're not alone. There's so many people that feel the same exact way. From what I've seen, from what I've read online, people have had the same reactions. Like, oh, it's all dialogue, it's all talking. You know, it like you said, it didn't feel like a Christopher Nolan epic. It just felt like whatever. You know, it just felt like a cinematic documentary, as I call it, cinematic documentary. It's fine for what it was. I respect the message and the themes that Christopher Nolan was trying to like convey. All you know, just like we literally are killing ourselves, and we don't even know it. You know, that I mean I'm kind of reaching, but pretty much.
It goes back to the whole fucking Lord of the Flies, where humans are savages.
Right. We're gonna be our own destruction. Oh yeah.
So I personally, okay, I don't know if a 7 out of 10 for you would equal like a C on like a grade scale. Kind of sitting around like a C minus.
So like a 6.5.
If that's what that would be, then sure. But
that's what I would consider. Yeah. Or if you want to go Rotten Tomatoes.
Because I gave the movie a 6.5 originally anyway, but as far as a letter grade, like I'm at like a C minus.
Okay. I'll give it a C. Yeah, because trust me. Don't get me wrong, dude. It was a struggle for me to like to like hone in and like really focus on some parts. And there were some points during the movie where like the famous Christopher Nolan score, right, the music kind of overtook some of the dialogue, and like some of that I kind of missed. You know, there's some lines that I like, huh? What did he say? But then it just like the action that followed kind of made. I was like, okay, so that's what. Okay. But okay, yeah. Are you good on Oppenheimer?
Oh yeah, no, that was pretty much it. It was the most recent movie we saw, so I just wanted to make sure we threw it in there.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so next, I kind of want to throw something at you. And you tell me, you know, I kind of want to start this idea of doing this. That sentence, I feel like I just blabbered right there, but anyway, I wanted to do our prediction rating of an upcoming movie that I think we're both looking forward to seeing, Blue Beetle.
Didn't we touch base on this?
We did, but did we do a blind ranking already? Like a ranking of like our prediction, like what we gonna give it? Did we do that already?
I think so. Okay.
Okay.
We meant to record the podcast at least once a week, but some stuff got in the way. So like when we recorded the second one, it was a little bit ago.
Right. So, I mean, okay, fine. Just to touch base real quick, just on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think Blue Beetle is gonna be? Just real quick. On a scale of 1 to 10, so that we can come back.
I want an 8. I want to enjoy it. I want to love it. I want to laugh. I don't want to laugh too much. I hope the action and the CGI is there. I want an 8. Truthfully, I'm probably gonna go with 7. I think 7's fair.
So my want ranking 8, rating 8. My actual rating is gonna be brutal 5.
Ooh.
Sorry. I'm and this is coming from like someone who's a big fan of Zolo. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I don't want to say anything else because I feel like I'm gonna say something wrong, and it's
gonna
be taken out. I'm pretty sure, right? Xylophone, Zolo.
Sure, xylophone.
Because they both start with X. So I'm assuming. How else do you pronounce an X as a first letter? Go ahead.
And here comes the photoshopped image of a fucking xylophone.
Right. Exactly.
You know what? Here, let's do this. Let's do this on the fly. Let's do some catch up, but let's kind of be quick about it. All right. Let me get the list here. All right. This is what we're gonna do. This isn't in order. I'll try to go in order, but
oh gosh,
I want to do the rating, but I want to do it for past DC movies that we've already gotten.
Ooh, but like just on a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah, just kind of like what you rank them as what they are already.
Okay, you're gonna give it to me?
Yeah, I'm gonna go through it because I don't want like the movies in order. I just want to know like what you actually rate that movie. A lot of these you probably only have seen once, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say so.
All right, so starting it off, what we had first, Man of Steel, 1 through 10.
10.
All right, Batman vs Superman.
8.
Okay. No.
Extended edition. Sorry, extended edition.
That was gonna be my side. 8. All right, Suicide Squad.
5. Sorry. There are some enjoyable things. 5.
Wonder Woman.
9.
Aquaman.
7.
All right, now curveball. Justice League.
I don't even want to say anything. Okay. If we never got the Snyder Cut, a 3.
Okay. Snyder Cut.
9. 9.5.
Birds of Prey.
Ooh, 6.5. This is just like super on the fly, by the way.
It's better this way. It's better this way.
Yeah, okay.
Shazam.
See, it's a fun movie. 8. I'll give it an 8. It's fun. Performances are well done. 8.
All right. Wonder Woman 2, 1984.
I'll give it a 7. There were a lot of things I actually enjoyed, and I'm a Pedro Pascal stan. I'll say it right now. I like everything he's been in. For me, he's done the job. So I'll give it a strong 7.
All right, now The Suicide Squad.
Ooh, 8.5.
All right, now we have Black Adam.
9. Which
and
might be a hot take, but 9.
Have you seen Fury of the Gods, the other Shazam movie?
I have not. I did not.
I personally have not either. I was kind of waiting for it to come out, like so I can watch it on like HBO.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't seen The Flash, but I know you have.
Ooh.
What would you rate The Flash?
Because it's I just saw it too, so it might be recency bias, but I'll give it a 6.5. 6.5.
Okay. Now those are just the DCEU movies. That's kind of where I'm just gonna leave it. We're still waiting on Aquaman 2.
I was gonna say you left one pretty big one that I thought you were gonna throw in there.
What?
Big Bruce. Robert Pattinson.
Oh well, he's not DCEU.
I know. So I guess I didn't. I don't know if you said it at the beginning, but I didn't hear you say DCEU. If you did say it, I heard you say recent DC movie, so that's why I just thought.
Okay.
But what I mean, is it okay if I just throw in my ranking for Batman?
Okay, so the Batman.
The Batman, a 9.5.
Now Joker.
9.
All right, that's gonna take care of that because
wow, dude, what was that look for?
That's all the movies.
What are these looks I'm getting?
That's all the movies, man. That's all we got time for.
But you're giving me, and then you give me the same look when I say Oh no, yeah, you gave me the same look when I disagree with your Suicide Squad ranking, 2016 Suicide Squad. I feel like I have to keep. I know people know by now and without the, but I just have to throw it in there. No, bro, no.
I'm telling you, man.
I can't deal with you, bro.
If we get the Iyer cut.
Okay. Which was gonna lead me to say that's the only thing that will have an effect on my ranking. That was the only or ranking / rating, as if we ever get the Ayer cut. Do you think we're gonna get? Well, no, we already touched base. We already talked about that, but I don't think we will.
Well, he just shared a screenshot from his movie like a week ago.
A week ago? Oh, okay. See, I didn't see that
from something that wasn't actually in the theatrical version. So I'm hopeful. We're pushing for it.
You know, it's from Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah, David Ayer himself posted it.
From a week ago.
It's nothing special. It's just like these
on
6
Instagram or Twitter. It had to be Twitter, right?
I saw it on Facebook.
Or X.
I saw it from like one of the fan pages that I follow.
Let me see it real quick.
It's just like 6 like black, like shadowy looking figures with like eyes.
See, I'm not
it's the simple fact that he just posted it, which is like, oh, are we getting like a little tease, kind of like what Snyder was doing?
Right. I mean, hey, look, I will gladly take it. You know, if we do get the Ayer cut, I want it to be before Superman Legacy.
All right,
I want the final DCEU movie.
I need to backtrack with you. What was the lowest rated movie was it Suicide Squad?
For me?
Yeah.
I think so. Oh no, Justice. But I don't even want to count. Okay.
No.
Thank you.
We're not. That one doesn't count.
Not even.
There's like 2 things I enjoy from that movie that he did, and then the rest I'm like.
Right. Which I think we both had the same thing. Yeah, but okay, yeah. Suicide Squad, I gave it a 5.
Okay. I don't know how much we went into this, but I kind of want to because like I enjoy this movie, so I really want to like talk about it.
Okay. Dude,
so like, what about Suicide Squad? Do you not like?
Personally, there are things I like about, and I swear to God, if you fucking cut me off, there are things I like about Jared Leto's Joker. One, but overall, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. There are things that I like about Jared Leto's Joker, but he just doesn't do it for me. The things that he did, I like. I think it's just whenever he's speaking and the things that he's saying is just. He just doesn't do a good job at okay, put it this way. It's not the lines that he's saying, it's just the delivery. I don't like his delivery of those lines. You know. I can't think of a line off the top of my head because we're just like randomly bringing this up, but from the times that I've watched it, every time he says something, I cringe. Sorry. But so there's Jared Leto's Joker, was the issue. What does that smell? The stench of death? I hate that line with all my heart. Harley Quinn to Katana. Hate that line with
God.
all my heart. The fact that I remember that, people, let me tell you this. I haven't seen 2016 Suicide Squad in God knows how long. Like 3 years. I hate that line with all my heart.
You got to rewatch it.
I'll rewatch it when the air cut comes out. Thank you. But okay, so movie wise, the pacing was just so weird. Pacing is so weird. Like I feel like as soon as Enchantress got to like her thing where she's like trying to bring her brother, right? It was I'm pretty sure that was her mission, right? She wanted to bring her brother back to life.
She already freed him.
Right.
And then she goes to him, borrow some of his power so she can do what she needs to do to get her heart back from Amanda Waller.
That's okay. There you go. Yeah. But that whole thing, they like, it's already. I don't know. It's just, I feel like we got to that scene that set up so quickly. Like the climax happened 20 minutes into the movie. You know, so to me, it's just it's just the pacing was just weird. Nothing really matched.
Okay, that's where I want to chime in. I don't feel like we got to the climax that early. After recently rewatching it.
What is the climax? What do you even consider as the climax of the movie? Where like there's a big like change in
it's after like when they're okay.
Because you're gonna be refreshing my memory too a little bit since you've seen it more than I have. So.
I just rewatched it like within the last week.
Okay.
Because it's a movie that I can throw on and enjoy.
Of course you did.
So,
of course you can.
I can enjoy it. I appreciate it for what it is, but don't get me wrong. There are things that I do not like, but I don't like them because the studio did it.
So you're not letting the bad outweigh the good, which is fine. But tell me, what is the climax of the movie? You haven't answered. What is the climax of the movie?
Okay, so the original plot of the movie is them getting together to go on a mission, and here's the problem: is that when Amanda Waller is talking to all the heads of the company in the beginning, and she's trying to get approval for the Suicide Squad, she gets approval, and then we get like reintroduced kind of to everybody. Because when the movie first like kind of pans into the prison, you get like brief glimpses of everybody, and then it goes into Amanda Waller's thing, and she's talking about like how like the world stopped or whatever when Superman died or something. I forgot what she said.
Right.
Now you get reintroduced to the team, and then you just find out that they have a mission. Like after Amanda Waller's there with
what was the mission?
Now here's the thing. I think there's scenes missing because of the studio. Because you literally go from like the Deadshot scene where he's like fucking up all those targets.
Yeah. On
and
the
then
car,
he makes his demands. And then next thing you know,
not the car, when he's in the shooting range, right? You're talking about the shooting range? Okay,
yes.
Okay, sorry.
So when you fast forward a bit, Flag's getting them all ready. And he's telling them, like, like they have a job to do or whatever. If you run,
right? They're playing Eminem, yeah. They're playing Eminem and shit, yeah.
So the mission originally is to get to the tower downtown to save like an asset or whatever, but they don't know until they get there that it's Amanda Waller.
Oh, the asset is Waller. Yeah, so stupid. I'm sorry, that's stupid.
Again,
the mission was she gave them the mission to go save her.
Again, yeah, like something's like missing because there's that scene in the subway where Flag is with Enchantress, and it's when she takes off and goes to her brother to get like a power up. That like it's like you're time jumping. Like what? How did this already take place? And like, like the movie's messy, but it's not. I don't think it's anything that David Ayer did or from the original story. It's the studio went in there and fucked with it, and I can't stand that.
See, I think you're ranking the movie based on its scenes, not as a whole movie.
No. I enjoy the whole movie though. Like I watched the whole movie.
I get so like the first time I watched it, I remember the first time seeing it, I got confused. I'm like, what's going on? What are they even doing? And Enchantress kind of just like became the villain out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like stuff's definitely missing.
So that's what I'm saying. It's okay. I'll give you this. Like I said, the 5 to me, that's a 5 is generous for me.
Okay.
No, because I'll say this: it's a collection of good scenes, decent scenes with cringy dialogue. sloppily put together by a studio.
The problem is that it sucks because the original plot of the movie wasn't supposed to be this. Suicide Squad was actually supposed to lead into the Justice League, and the mission is that like Enchantress, I think, was supposed to be like opening up a portal, and that's, I think, was supposed to be like how like Steppenwolf originally got through, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, she's the one that
I think she got like
she got through, or the Steppenwolf came through because of the mother box, because the Amazons had the mother box.
Yeah, but I think she got like a hold of a mother box or something, and it's like
got you. Okay.
In the Suicide Squad, we were supposed to be introduced to Steppenwolf, and that was going to lead into the Justice League. This movie was supposed to be like a filler between, you know.
See, that's the thing. The movie was supposed to be this, but
that's the thing is like I appreciate it for what it was, but like I can't stand what happened to it, and like I don't know. Don't get me wrong.
I'll tell you what I do. I'll tell you what I do think is a 10 out of 10. The Suicide Squad trailer from Comic-Con.
Yeah, the one that
7 years ago.
The one that I'm always talking about.
Really, really, like that's my shit, dude. The whole music. The I started a joke. Like I love that. The trailer was like genius.
And you know what? Batman vs Superman got so heavily review bombed for being too dark. They did a bunch of reshoots. They did a bunch of editing. And the very next trailer that released for Suicide Squad was all the neon and all the other flashy shit.
Yeah. See.
And like that Joker scene where he's like supposed to be torturing her.
Yeah.
I believe was supposed to be like a lot more and like more like intense.
100%. I think we were.
And then literally, when I rewatched the movie, he's like, "I'm gonna hurt you really bad." It's just like scene skipping, and it just.
No, I think we were supposed to see the actual relationship of Joker and Harley Quinn like build. Maybe like not for a whole portion of the movie, maybe like a good 10 minutes. I thought we'd spend like a good 10-15 minutes. Well, no, we kind of did. They kind of did with the Ace Chemical scene. I guess they kind of did, but I thought we would see more of like Harley Quinn or Harleen interviewing Joker, right? You know what I mean, talking to him, and then we see that progression.
That's what I wanted.
Quickly. But they jump straight to, oh, he meets her, falls in love, and here they are at the Ace Chemicals. And here, let's throw on Kalani real quick.
So
good song choice.
The whole album is.
The whole album's great. The whole soundtrack's fire.
I mean, as far as DC movie soundtracks go,
for it being like a modern days, you know what I mean? They could have easily done like classic rock, right? And we would have gotten away with it. But for like modern at the time, the modern music, perfect.
Could you imagine the hype though if the studio didn't fuck this movie up? Remember all the hype around it originally? Like the bad guys are finally getting a movie. It should have been rated R.
We got Joker and Harley Quinn finally.
Got the homeboy Slipknot gets his head blown off and no blood comes out.
Yeah. And to me, Diablo was a big waste. Diablo had a moment, but it was a big waste to me.
You know he doesn't die in the original?
Katana was cool. In the original cut? Or the original?
Diablo's not supposed to die in the original script.
See? You know. And I know there was supposed to be a whole like where the Katana's backstory was supposed to be fleshed out a little more. And
then Joker was supposed to reappear at the end.
Yep.
Not
which he did.
But like
just save Harley,
while they're fighting Enchantress.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm hoping that we someday do get the Ayer cut. Obviously, I didn't go into this as much as I would love to. It's an old movie. Nobody wants me ramble about it, but
right.
It holds a place in my heart, and I think I love it for more of what it was supposed to be than what it is. But like what it is still enjoyable to me. Out of all the DC movies, I feel like it's the most fun one that I can throw on.
You want to talk about most fun DC movie? The most
I would say Black Adam right now.
Black Adam's like, yeah, Black Adam's fun as shit.
Exactly. Like there's a lot of action and it's just like, okay, we're going here now. Like, and it's funny. It's also funny, but like out of all this whole list, like personally, like Birds of Prey was very underwhelming.
Birds of Prey had some cool scenes.
I watch Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman if I want to watch like a good movie, like something that I care about, and like
see what's funny for you, if I had to pick, like So Suicide Squad is like your comfort movie. Is that what you said? Is that what you would say?
Yeah, like if I just want to throw on something fun.
I would say Man of Steel is my comfort movie. Which is probably a shock to you, maybe, but that's my comfort movie from the DCEU. That would be my comfort movie, Man of Steel, because like I love seeing I don't know, I love the story of Clark Kent. You know what I mean? Thanks to you. I'll give you some credit. Thanks, you know what I mean? Which, by the way, I still need to do my Smallville rewatch. So I'm a sucker for seeing, just the Clark Kent story, and like when he pushes the bus out of the water,
Dude.
and Lana sees him. This is gonna be kind of fucked up to say, but I kind of wish we would have seen old Pa Kent fly up in the air. Cause why? Come on, he just stands there, and the tornado he doesn't move. I just thought that was funny. Like, it's not a nitpick. It's not really like a problem. I just thought it was funny that he just stands there and just fades into the.
But you know what though? I feel like if say we saw him like take cover in a car or like lay down under a car, or if he just kept running and then the thing eventually got him.
Yeah.
It's not sad unless he's like it's not sad then, because like at that point you're just like you just told your son not to fucking save you.
Who he knows who can save him, but he chooses not to because he doesn't want him to expose himself. I love that idea. I'm literally just looking at the physicality.
Right. But I meant like, it's like, could you imagine like just to do that? Like the balls just like, nah, like.
Yeah, no. What a good scene. What a great scene.
Don't get me wrong. Nothing will probably. Oh, you know what? I don't know how I feel.
It doesn't touch the first takeoff scene. In Man of Steel, when he first takes off and you hear Jor-El's speech, and he just flies, and then the smile and grin on it, and he chuckles a little bit because he's so happy that he's Clark Kent again. You know what I mean? He's like
he had that. Dude, that laugh.
Great. Yeah. And he's just having a blast. He's just having a blast. Yeah, no, that's like a top 5 like DCEU scene for me.
I need to ask
you, top 5.
What hit you harder? This Jonathan Kent dying in Man of Steel or the Smallville one?
Smallville. Sorry, Smallville.
No, exclude the funeral. Exclude the funeral.
No. I'm talking about when he's walking out the farm after throwing Lionel over them boxes, walking out, and like hearing Annette O'Toole's crying killed me. Like Martha, and then just like the look on Tom Walling's face, and then when they're holding him, he takes one last look at Martha, one last look at Clark, and then he come on. Yeah, but dude.
See, like I watch that and I'm like,
the music kills me.
Okay, but the music hits more when you see them getting ready for the funeral, and then at the funeral. I know it's sad because I know what's coming, but like for me, I don't actually get sad until we hit the funeral. Like I'm like choked up the whole time. I'm like, oh.
I mean, that funeral is sad too.
Right, but like when he collapses outside the farm, that's more of like a shock to me than like instant sadness. I feel like seeing in Man of Steel when Jonathan's like no, and he gets swept up, and then Clark is like, it's like that silent scream where he's just like,
oh yeah.
You don't hear it like that.
It's very like you hear it, but it's very lowered.
Right? Yeah, like that hits me a little harder than just Jonathan collapsing. But I do think the Smallville one does hit harder at the funeral. The funeral scene, like I think it's the just dirt on the coffin.
I think it's just because I don't know, like because I kind of knew it was coming. Even on my first watch, without knowing, I mean, I know how I already knew like going in at some point Jonathan Kent's gonna die, so I kind of knew it was coming. So I think that's why I was already like getting a little welled up during that first time I saw it. And then the score was perfect. Him walking towards them, and like funny enough, like he's looking at a set of lights, so he's looking at the light and like, it's perfect setup for me. I choose that over Man of Steel any day. Don't get me started, dude. Don't get me started on Smallville, bro.
You need to rewatch that. I'd watch that shit at least 12 times.
But I can remember most moments, bro. Come on.
Well, yeah, they're big moments. I mean, but I think.
Nah, dude. Even the non-big moments, and you know what I'm talking about.
Wait.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
What? Hello, you.
He said this for no.
Hello,
he said
me.
this
Meet the
for
real
Toys
you.
for Tots. No, he said it's for Toys for Tots, not Toys R Us.
Well, yeah, that is like the best Christmas line.
Right. The cut, because just like right, Clark is supposed to be the Santa Claus, and he's gonna deliver all the presents. The timing is perfect. Like, yeah, and then the cut to all the presents, perfect scene. Man, Tom Welling, Michael Rosenbaum, hit us up.
Am I gonna have to rewatch Smallville again?
Hit us up for Talkville, bro. No, I mean,
yeah,
hey,
get me on the rewatch pod.
I'll put it out there. I'll throw it out in the air.
All right,
I know nobody's watching us, but
we have been riffing for over an hour now.
Yeah, no, I'm good, man.
So do you want to keep these short, or do you want to keep going?
Unless you have more to talk about, man, because you know us already.
Right, I know one topic is gonna jump into a whole wormhole. Let me see what we got here. Maybe something we can burst out or.
How do you feel? Oh! Did you hear this real quick? If you wanna,
what's up?
Spider-Verse delayed indefinitely.
Oh, because the writer strike bullshit, right?
God, like, I have a lot of opinions on that. I mean, not a lot, but it's like, come on, just pay the damn people.
You know what's crazy is that Stranger Things confirmed the new season in 2024. So it's like they're kind of like, I don't know if they're going around the writer strike, or maybe they got what they wanted out of it, or
right. Maybe they got. I think some people are getting what they want. That's why I don't think the writers and actors strike is affecting everybody.
But that's sketchy because you're supposed to be like united, and I get it. Everybody has like a selfish goal, or they're like, that doesn't affect me. Like, you know, my writers get paid well over here on Stranger Things or something.
Right.
You know, like,
look, man, I'll say this. I hope whoever the animators are for Spider-Verse, I hope they're getting just as much as the actors. I'm sorry, because without them, you don't. That's just.
Yeah, you guys work so hard. I think it would be the most wonderful thing if you got paid more and then gave Larry and I some of your money.
or hit us up for a cameo or something. No, just kidding.
Hey.
No, I'm
into the Philippines, you know.
Though. I'm serious about that talk though. Yeah, give me Peter Pacquiao, okay? Give me
Peter Pacquiao.
Give me Peter Pacquiao, bro.
Yeah.
Hey.
Like a fucking
right
boxing glove.
I'll say that right now. That's a W. That's a W name right there. Peter Pacquiao.
Damn.
That's funny. As soon as you said Philippines, for some reason, you just
Hey, I wasn't thinking it.
I'm down. But yeah, man, I just hope. I don't know. I hope whatever movie's already done. I mean, because I guess it's affecting movies that are already done.
Yeah, nobody wants to release them because they want to stay united, which I love.
Right.
Like I said it last time. We might enter an era where there might not be next year's like movie slate, dude, could be like literally like one movie every 2 months.
Movie, right? It's gonna be a Marvel movie, right? Because it's fucking Marvel.
Disney owns everything anyway, so.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Well, I think we had a pretty successful podcast.
I think so too.
Thank you for watching another exciting episode. Holy shit. Another exciting episode of the Stubborn Egos podcast. My name is Jerry.
My name is Larry.
And please tune in to find out if our predictions on SummerSlam came true. Please tune into UEW. See if Jay Steele over here.
Number one in the rankings.
See if he stays number one. I don't think it's going to last.
Yeah, but I don't see Gamble anywhere in that list. Let me tell you. I'm ranked number 1. Gamble's ranked number 9.
Shut up. All right. Thank you for watching. I'm Jerry.
I'm Larry. We already did this.
Recap.
Just a reminder, just in case.
Oh no, we're stuck in a loop.